Joe Guyver coming at you with another one. Well, I've been gone for a while, as if you couldn't tell. I've been busy. Rerunning electrical, running duct work, trying to get everything kind of fine-tuned. Up here, I just took this pea out. This was peas. I ate that as microgreens this evening. Got a little hungry, wanted to snack. But there's 3 peas there. An aquatic plant of some sort that I bought for the fish tank that didn't work out. Aloe vera in the corner. Got some bunching onions here, there, and there. My wife's shamrock. She's Irish. You couldn't tell, but she's got some Irish shamrocks. That one's not doing as well. I think that one needs new soil. This one has exploded. It looked like that when it came in here, just in a bigger pot, and it's gone outrageously huge. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 mesclun lettuce. That's a bean plant. This here is where I've got some spearmint started. Got some other mint going too. That's supposed to be spearmint. We'll see how it goes. Bunch of tomato seedlings going. They're getting to the point where I gotta start looking at transplanting them now. That's another lettuce. I believe that's an iceberg lettuce. I think these two are iceberg lettuce or mixed salad greens or something. That over there too. Solo pot of tomato. Another double of tomato. It's getting kind of big. More of what should be spearmint. It's not working out. I'm working on that. I'm trying different lighting. This is a different spectrum than these lights, and these are a different spectrum than those lights. We're experimenting. And then we got a whole bunch of lettuce along the bottom here. Some doing well, some not so well. The ones that are getting larger kind of need to be soloed out at this point. But that's another big thing of what should be spearmint. I like my spearmint, I really do. That's a type of pepper. I don't recall the type. This is one of my wife's flowers, which is actually starting to bloom, which means this must be a spring flower because it shouldn't be blooming with the lighting cycle I'm running if it's a photo style flower. I don't know that much about flowers. On the far end we've got jalapenos. Towards us to the left we've got mixed pepper melody. Over here's supposed to be beans. They're not really coming up. The middle on this side, I don't recall what the hell I planted there. We'll see. And this, I believe, is another variant of pepper. Could be another variant of tomato. I'm not really sure. But yeah. And no, this isn't all we've been working on. As you can see, we got all sorts of other tents around. This is one that the lights are on right now, so I can open this one up. And something I didn't show in here. I just started to run some drip irrigation systems, and that's actually what's holding this flower out of place because these lights are too low for it. I gotta raise them up. But the irrigation comes in here. I've got misting heads here. Misting head on the side there, misting head on the other side over there that you can't really see all that well. Misting heads up here. That's the T for that other misting head on the other side. A couple of misting heads up just under the light. A couple more misting heads here. A couple more misting heads here. A couple there. And I'm not growing anything down here. This is basically just to keep stuff off the ground because the roots need warmth. They don't like to be cold. But now we'll go into this one, which is tied into that same watering loop. That water loop line comes in here, splits off, and these ones actually have just drip fittings in them. Low flow drip fittings, which are on 2 of the plants in the other tent as well. But again, this is 2 separate pepper plants. They're a pepper melody, and you can see everything's flowering up all over the place. We got flowers on everything. But this is 2 separate plants growing side by side. This is the same type of pepper that's in the other tent. That is the same type of pepper that's in the other tent. My tomato plant is loving to lean. I just keep trying to rotate it a little bit so that way I can get as much lean out of it as I can. But either way, I think she's gonna lean. I forget what type of tomato that is, but it's a type of tomato. And we've got little fans up in the corners of the tents, all the duct work. That's incoming air. That's incoming air hooked up to a dehumidifier timer. That's outgoing air that's not blown, but it just passively transfers because this is a high pressure tent. Because I got 2 inlets and 1 outlet. Yep, 2 inlets, 1 outlet. And I've got various types of lights. I've got some stick LEDs. Those are 24 watts a pop. 4 of those in here. This is a 300 watt light, also LED. Various spectrums. These ones here, I mean, that's 45 watts with those ones. Then I'm supplementing on the side with another 24 watts. There's 2 24 watters there I'm not using. These ones are actually only 10 watts a pop. So 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60 watts. So it's a hell of a thing. But we're working on it. And the whole point of that was to find something to do with the water when the water changes. Because we have some massive koi going on. A couple of goldfish that I thought all died in the pond, but apparently 8 of them survived. 8 juveniles. All the adult goldfish died. 2 giant lepidopsises. Here's one. Oh, the other one's over here under the koi. There's 4 little koi that we got to replace the 17 goldfish that I had killed. Still don't know how I killed them yet. But yeah, lots of projects going on. Been doing a lot of rearranging. Got rid of all my old wooden shelving, which you guys probably never saw because I haven't been doing enough videos. And yeah. So that's where we're at. That's how we've been. We've been keeping very busy. Been in the house for a while now. It's been a long time since I did a drone video. I'm going to have to get a couple more of those going. But we're going to end up catching up with you all later. And we're going to do some more gear reviews and stuff. I'm going to set up a separate playlist for greenhouse reviews now. Because I've been busy. I've had a few greenhouses. This was the first one I started out with, indoor greenhouses. I'm going to be doing an outdoor greenhouse next year. This is a 2x2x4. That's a 2x4x5. That's a 32x32x62 or 64. Then that's another 2x4x5. That's a 4x4x7. Monstrous thing. And I literally just made a devoted circuit in my panel over there just for the tents down here. On top of the fact of having to add a separate circuit for my fish tank. And then that's off of the lighting circuit, I believe, that one. But, yeah. And then recently I deactivated the pond, so I took the second filtration unit and the second pump and put them into the tank inside because I'm getting tired of doing water changes all the time. I'm stockpiling water that I can't use. There's another bucket over here. That's how much water I can't use. I can't keep up with it with the water changes, but the plants love the water, so that's a plus. So basically now this, we're gonna pull that bean sprout out, split it up so we know it's not gonna try and grow in our bigger pot. Come over to our section that's just about the indoor garden. Got a whole corner here because my shelving unit's not big enough. And that's my soil, which of course I continually reuse. I add nutrients back to it, let it set, pour. I've got buckets over here that are perforated in the bottom that I'll pour through, get nutrients back in the soil, and then add more moss or peat moss and more I can't even think of perlite. That's the stuff. Can't even think. Worm castings and make a whole new batch of soil. Sometimes I mix in some of the fish pellets. I'll grind those up, or the grindings in the bottom of the bag get mixed in. And another thing I've been playing with a little bit is the Max Grow and Maxi Bloom. I've been buying them by the, I think they're 5 pounds. They're 2 separate bags, but this is all the crap I'm not using. It's a 600 watt light, a mini dehumidifier, a crap ton of pots, my straining system for filling my sprayer. What do we got in here? Oh, these are pre-mixes to mix into the 5-gallon bucket that have a little bit of Miracle-Gro, a little bit of Maxi Bloom mixed into them, as well as when I clean the filter units, I squeeze the sponges out and I get that thick, nasty, tar-like, silty stuff out of it, the broken down poop, and I mix it into these pre-made quart jugs, and I'll mix one of those to a 5-gallon bucket of fresh fish water, and go from there. But I got a couple of 45 watt square lights, 3 more of the 24 watt lights just sitting there, and all my extra hardware and stuff's over here, all my lighting equipment, as well as my yellow glue traps, because, well, you know, fungus gnats. But anyway, until next time, stay safe, and always said that, kind of rings true, especially now it's 2020. Stay safe, stay vigilant, and stay crafty. Until next time, deuces.